Hello, Dr. Remy and my fellow friends. I am Farfazana, the team leader of Group 2 from MPU3442 Community Services. So get ready for a rollercoaster of ride as we share with you the story and the whole analysis of our Walk for Hope Drive-A Bazaar, charity drive. So first and foremost, I'd like to introduce you to my group members. There are a total of 8 of us, including me. I am the organizing chairperson, where I supervise many of the activities that was happening during the whole semester. My right hand was Haikal Shahmi, where he is my co-organizing chairperson, where he helped me throughout many activities too. Osman So happened to be my secretary. He was in charge of all the documentation and all the meeting minutes. Then I have Marie Long, who was my treasurer, who handled many of the financial issues. In turn with that, we also hired 2 marketing officers, which is Ata Gelli and Ong Hong Yi. They handled many of poster makings and social media issues. And then we have a program coordinator, Kia Yi, where she also took care a lot of program related things. And last but not least, logistics, Priscilla Daniels. So the project overview speaks about what are the purposes for the whole event itself. So we were aiming to successfully campaign for Walk of Hope 2023, where we need to bring attention, shed some light onto the whole what we were advocating for, which were the kids that needed education at PPR Lembah Subang. In addition to that, we wanted to create sustainable fundraising model that can continue to support PPR Lembah Subang in many ways, not only in that time itself, but also for the future. So we have segregated 2 objectives. First of all, short-term goals and long-term goals. Our short-term goals, of course, lies back to organizing a very successful campaign to actually launch within the first month. In addition to that, we also want to establish funds where our target was 1,000 ringgit minimum, and it was all for PPR Lembah Subang. As for our long-term goals, we wanted to make sure that whatever efforts that we're putting in actually went into PPR Lembah Subang in a long run, which helped with community development and whatever projects that were going to happen. And this time it was mainly for the children who needed classrooms for education in PPR Lembah Subang. So that's all for now. Moving on to our overall achievements.
Hi, my name is Shami and I will be covering our overall achievements during this project. So our first overall achievement is actually selling out 80 ringgit worth of agar-agar jellies during the Bazaar Week. So during week 8, we had a Bazaar Week to raise funds for PPR Lembah Subang, which I will be talking about more later. And we managed to raise a total of 226 ringgit during those 2 during the Bazaar Week. So our next achievement is actually managing to raise over 1,000 ringgit for donations towards PPR Lembah Subang. So our final number, our total number of donations is actually 1,125 ringgit and 78 cents. And our final achievement is attending the Walk of Hope event during week 11. So as you can see, the team, we attended the Walk of Hope. So we walked 5 kilometers around SS15. So that's all from my part. I will be passing it on to Marie to explain the financial standings.
Hi, I'm Marie and I will be explaining the financial standing points. So initially our plan was to kickstart a drive-in bazaar to generate funds for organizing a karaoke event, which was going to be our final donation. However, we didn't expect ourselves to reach the target amount with just the bazaar, which was just selling jellies. So we initially put in our own money with 180 ringgit to cover the cost of setting up a karaoke event. But then selling jellies didn't cost us much anyway, since many things were found at home, such as tablecloth for the booze table, and we managed to reduce the cost also by converting the packaging of the jellies to plastics to save costs, so that we can have enough money to set up the karaoke event. And in this table, as you can see, we've only been selling jellies for about a week and have already earned a total of 226 ringgit of revenue from the jellies and 1,125 ringgit and 78 cents just from asking around campus to donate. And this is exactly how we reached the target and decided we didn't have to do a karaoke event anymore. And here you can see we ended up donating 1,050 ringgit instead. To break this down, we initially incurred a cost of 45 ringgit for jelly expenses, resulting in a balance from 1,351 ringgit 78 cents to 1,306 ringgit and 78 cents. Subsequently, 260 ringgit was utilized to cover the team's registration fees for the Walk for Hope event, leaving us with 1,046 ringgit 78 cents. We then rounded it up to the amount of 1,050 ringgit. To complete the process, we arranged a meeting with Dr. Remy and Mr. Lee at the Pre-University Faculty Office on Level 8, Block A, and handed over our donation at 2 p.m. That is all from me. Thank you.
Speaking of the challenges we faced throughout this project, first of all, the team had a limited budget because we had two projects to handle, which is the bazaar and also our karaoke night. So our budget was really limited. We don't have any sponsorship, so we have to take the money from our own pocket. And additionally, we had this logistic and storage issue. The jelly that we were going to sell were made from far away and they need to be transported here. And that's a logistic issue for us. And also, we needed a way to store them once we have in place. And another issue we faced is like, we didn't have any defined marketing strategy. Our plan was what? Set up the booth and just sit there and sell the product. Nothing about how to sell it to market it properly. We just sit there and wait for customers. And as a result, we had a significantly low sale on the first day. Our team could not sell half of the product, or we only sold half of the product we made during the first day. Now let's talk about how we managed to overcome it. Since we had a limited budget, we decided to limit the amount of product we are going to sell, 100 jellies for 2 days only. And for the logistic and storage issue, one of our friends volunteered to transport the product directly to Swiss school, and we managed to find a portable storage unit to keep the jelly cool at all times. And on the first day, we didn't have a defined marketing strategy, but on the second day, we changed it to guerrilla marketing, where we overwhelm customers. We walk toward people, overwhelm them with our stories, and tell them to donate, tell them to buy our jelly. And most importantly, on the second day, we changed. Instead of selling the jelly at the price we need, we say, after overwhelming people with our stories, we tell them, pay whatever you want and you get a jelly for free. And that worked out because we managed to collect and reach our targeted amount during the second day.
So now moving on to our weaknesses, I have identified two so far throughout our whole project. The first one being our hectic schedule. So there are 8 of us in a group, and all 8 of us are actually, of course, full-time students in SNHU, but also we are students who are working, some of us, let it be part-time or full-time. So sometimes our hours may not coincide or match with each other. In addition to that, when it came to meetings, we had tons of meetings actually, but most of the time our meetings were held in very impromptu, spontaneous, and awkward situations where it's either late evenings or during the weekends, those weird, awkward hours. Whichever time that we can actually slot in, that was what we tried to do. And thank God for WhatsApp, because I can't actually count the number of times I actually sent long paragraphs and posts to my groups, just spamming them with text just to have the project run smoothly. So thank God for WhatsApp. Besides that, during the day of the bazaar itself, we lacked of one member, which in turn made our shifts very much longer. So that, plus our class schedules, plus the hectic time of working hours, we really tried to pull through everything. Besides that, we also lacked an experience where many of us have run products before, but when it came to fundraisers or charity drives, we were quite clueless with it. And we had no idea, so we were trying to successfully wing everything piece by piece every single time. Yeah, that's all from me. Moving on to strengths.
Hello guys, in this part of presentation I'll be talking about strengths of our group. Our first strength was our communication. Right from the beginning, we clearly stated to everyone about their roles and responsibilities so they knew what they had to do. To improve on our communication, we started doing regular meetings online and physical to check on our improvement, on our progress, and to give feedback to each other. We had our WhatsApp group, and anyone could have asked any question and would have gotten the results really fast, which improved our communication. Our second strength was our decision making. On the first day of Bazaar, even though we sold all of our jellies, we were clearly not doing well when it came to donations. We couldn't reach our goal. So on the second day of Bazaar, we had to make some changes. And we decided that we should walk around the campus and try to sell our jelly and get some our donations for PPR Lembah Subang. Everyone started participating, walking around the campus, and results were astonishing. We did very well, more than what we expected, almost 10 times than the first day. And because of this, we we canceled our plans to do a karaoke night, which is supposed to help us to get more donations to reach our goal. Decision making was really important part of our group, and I'm really proud that we did what we did, and it was really good experience. And now I'll be passing it to Hong. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hong Yi. Now I'm going to talk about improvements that could be made for future fundraising projects. The first thing is we need to enhance our marketing strategy with target audience identification as well as influencer and community partnerships. When talking about target audience identification, we need to have a good understanding about who our potential donors are and tailor our marketing messages to resonate with this group of people. For example, we could approach philanthropists and high net worth individuals with our tailor-made donation proposal. Wealthy individuals who have a history of charitable giving are a significant target audience. They often look for impactful ways to invest in their communities or causes they care about. Furthermore, the second point is influencer and community partnerships. We could collaborate with local influencers, celebrities, or community leaders to help in our charity fundraising donations. Their network connections and credibility are a great tool to advertise the charity event. Moving to the next point, we also could try to utilize online fundraising platforms to reach a broader range of audience. These platforms often offer tools to share and track donations as well as secure payment options for the donors. These platforms are majorly 100% free, but some need to pay little amount of processing fee. A few famous online fundraising platforms are DonorBox, GoFundMe, Fundly, QGive, and Bonfire. Lastly, we also could try to seek for corporate sponsorships to increase funds. This is a quite effective method to collect donations. Companies often have CSR, corporate social responsibility, budgets, and are looking for causes to support. In return, they can get branding opportunities at the event, which is a win-win situation. That is all for my part. Thank you.
I'm Xiaoyi and I'm going to present the lesson that I learned from this group project. First, the communication is very important because it's allowed our teamworks to achieve successful collaborations. Following that, communication also prevent misunderstanding because if we don't communicate well, it also can lead to those confusions and delay. Not only that, it also allows us to share our ideas and concerns to enhance the problem solving. So we always have group meetings to share our problems and we always discuss for the solutions. Secondly, is the event management. So planning help us to articulate the event goals and objectives. Like our group goals is to help the PPR Lepas Subang to raise fund around 1,000K, and we have achieved that. And also we have established the timeline for those tasks and preparations is very important because it makes sure that everyone is up to date and the progress can go smoothly. And also we identify the challenges and allow for the proactive to minimize the risk during the event. So we always discuss for the backup plan to prevent those unexpected situations. Thirdly is the community engagement, which is apart from the generosity of the community, the people who joined together to support the cause was also very greatly appreciated because, and I personally feel very great satisfaction in having contribute to the change. So community kindness and unity fosters a sense of convictions and also that help us to transcend the monetary value of the donations. Not only that, so diverse the perspectives can lead to our better understanding of community needs. Also make sure that our the initiatives are well recorded and inclusive. So in conclusions, organize charity events with the groups mates is not only develop important social skills and also develop the sense of unity. So by combining the resources, the skills and passions of every one of us, our group made a very meaningful contributions and also uplifting communities and also leaving a lasting legacy of compassion and social responsibility. And we also hope that we can learn from this project and we can improve ourselves in the future. Thank you.